Before we start today's video off, I want to let you guys know that I did just drop a brand new Soot Empire design on dippindiesel.com. We got the brand new colorway with the brand new Soot Empire design with the old merch drop logo on the sleeve. Man, these things are so sick. They're kind of like the Diesel Life shirts that I had a couple years ago, but I absolutely love this design. So go to dippindiesel.com, copy one because they don't stay on the website long. The last design sold out in a day and a half, so get them while you can. They're live now on dippindiesel.com. Let's get right back into the video.
Served its purpose, dude.
Huh?
You got your money's worth out of that.
I got these like 3 years ago. And there's so much Bondo on this thing that is bogging this thing down.
Look at this Bondo.
About a 1/4 inch.
Look at this.
Right here. And then look at that, 1/4 inch of Bondo right there.
We can see it right there. Woo, dog.
All the way, this whole bedside is all bonded except for like up here.
I'd love to see what this thing looked like before they did all that skim filling. I wouldn't even call it skim
It's a
filling.
little more than a skim coat.
Right.
Gosh, dang. Let's see. Look, oh my God. What the heck, dude? 1/4 inch of Bondo. Oh my gosh. That's why it's bogging this thing down, dude. I don't think this meant to cut through 1/4 inch.
Bondo.
Yeah.
And cutoff
Plus
discs.
8-inch steel.
You ought to hit up Harbor Freight and tell them to make some better products.
What, the wheel?
Yeah.
Hey, it worked. I mean, 10 discs for $8.
Hey, I use them at the house. I tear them up. Sometimes they explode on me. I think I'm losing a finger or something.
I don't think I've ever had a Harbor Freight explode on me. I've had a DeWalt.
I mean, I've had one explode on. Oh, wow. I've had one explode on me because I got her all twisted and when I was cutting and then it exploded on me, but that was all my fault. User error.
So I was working on my mini bike back in California, and one of these, not a Harbor Freight, but I think it was a DeWalt disc, was getting really low. I'm like, I better put some gloves on because I don't use it with a shield. I was like, I better put some gloves on. It's getting kind of low. 10 seconds later, disc explodes, and then I was wearing my welding gloves, and you can see where it cut on my welding gloves because the disc exploded. I would have lost my hand. Check that out, dude. All that Bondo. It's gonna make it hard to bend this around the wheel well now. Have to break it all off.
Might have to pick another piece.
It's the only piece I have left. That's this long.
What you talking about? I see a tailgate right there.
I'm not cutting the tailgate. Sell that for only $80.
Oh, that's it.
That's it right there. That's it.
Oh, she needs a tailgate. How else are you gonna keep your stuff in?
I don't know. Put some tie downs or something right here.
No, right here.
It up. Get a little
Right
spoiler.
here. Just extend it.
Get a little downforce spoiler.
I think there's some self tappers that in the back of that Dodge over there. The old boy, they did what do you call it? Gutters on the house. There's all kinds of self tappers over there.
Or I guess if you had it like this, it would lift the front end up, right? If you were going fast enough, because it's going to be pushing down on here and it's going to lift.
I mean, theoretically speaking,
Yeah. If you wanted to, dude, we can take this thing to the moon, dude. Just take off like an airplane.
Oh yeah.
Downforce on the back and just shoot it. Got about 75% of all the Bondo off of this one tiny section. Maybe 6 inches by 3 feet. And they probably use like so much freaking Bondo, man. A 1/4 inch basically like the whole way. Didn't show it on the Carfax that it was ever in an accident or even repaired. So I never even knew that this much damage. I saw that there was a little bit of Bondo, but when I first got the truck, I didn't know that this thing had been in an accident. I know it had been repainted because this paint is just really bad, but I didn't know that there was this much damage to this bedside. It's just crazy. Like you guys saw in the other video that there was this much Bondo right here, but this is just absurd, man. I was just going away with a mallet and a screwdriver getting off all of this Bondo. That's crazy, man. Still have a little bit left. It's a little bit thinner up here, so it's kind of harder to get it off. We'll just get it off with the that wire cone. But this should work. Put a little bit of a bend right here so it slopes down. And
it's about a factory option right there.
We'll just weld it right there. Get another piece of metal, cut it, weld it right there.
Which we'll use this Bondo real quick.
Yeah,
problem solved.
Hey, that's factory right there. But we should be able to get this thing at least tacked in today. I know Mike probably doesn't want to stay here all day, but
I gotta cook some dinner here in a little bit.
Yeah, you gotta cook some dinner.
I got clothes to wash and dinner to cook.
Oh yeah, but Mike's been going to town on this side over here, just finishing up. This side had some Bondo to it, and since I cut these sides out of the original side, there is that one body line that runs across kind of the middle of the bed, and it kind of tweaked this, and it made it pretty bad. But
about a 1/2 inch divot right there.
Yeah, I mean
for what the material you were working with and the situation you had, everything covered in Bondo, 1/4 inch of Bondo at a minimum. What more do you want? Like, I mean, for what you were given, you can't argue with that final outcome on the product.
Yeah. So we got a piece of scrap metal. Mike welded that in right there. It's got to grind that down so it looks nice and good. Got these bed corners finished up in the last video, but those are going to look good. You finished welding up pretty much almost all this or no?
Nah, I just got this, where was it?
So we welded in, or Mike cut in a triangle, or welded in a triangle right there. He finished welding that.
I got to do all this whole piece right here.
There's just a little bit more on this side, but yeah, the main focus is probably trying to get that tacked in so I can just go to town probably tomorrow or something. And
we're using no flux core now. This is a whole different element for me. I stick welded more than I flux core welded. So
what do you think of the $100, sometimes $98 or $89? You can get a coupon for $89 for that welder. For it being,
can you hook gas to it, or is it flux?
Not that one.
Okay, so I mean it's a real bad
for what it is.
Well, for me, just to say, give me my opinion on it for welding this. Granted, welding this is hard, no matter what you're welding with, because you burn through it like that. So, but I mean, as long as, I'm just taking my time and just blipping here, just walking all around, just so I don't melt nothing. But for what it is, it's getting the job done. You can't argue with that.
Yeah.
So,
it's
a lot different than running solid core with a bottle. So,
I think on the next model up, which is like another $50 or $75, maybe $100 more, you can hook gas up, you can do MIG. Okay. But on this one, it's just the Flux 125. Dude, I'm running it on a power strip.
Right.
We running this thing on a power strip, and it's still welding.
I was hitting some taps on this thing, and he was running the grinder, and it wasn't. I was still going at it. So that's like my welder. I gotta plug that thing into the wall. Before we moved, I had it every place we lived at. I'd have to unplug the dryer, plug it in. to run it. And then when we moved, I finally was like, okay, I'll blow a hole in this wall and put me a plug in. So now I ain't got to do that. But that's also a thing compared to running this is you're just a plug it into a wall socket.
A 20% duty cycle on this thing. You could run this thing constantly for 2 minutes out of 10 minutes before it overheats.
I've been running
we ain't overheating this thing, dude.
I ran it constantly for like the last 30 minutes. I
yeah,
didn't overheat it. So.
I mean, for that welder being so cheap,
your extension cord ain't hot. It's a buy. Well, I'm talking about your extension cord in general.
Yeah.
But this cord ain't hot. Where's she at? It's a solid buy in my book.
The only thing that's bad is the ground clamp.
Hey,
I ran that thing over.
You can cut this thing off and buy you a different end going on there, like off a Miller or something.
The ground clamp is a downside, and how long the lead is. You only got like a 6-foot lead or whatever it is. Yeah. But I mean, $100, you can't beat that thing, man.
You could probably run this thing off of one of them inverters. If you have one of them 12-volt inverters and like a off-roading rig, just throw this thing in the back, tuck it in the toolbox.
The inverter that I have, I tried running an angle grinder off of it. Nah, blew fuse. But if you had like a little generator, you run that thing.
Some batteries now and a stick welder.
Yeah, just get 2 batteries. Yeah.
But I mean, you got anything you got to do on a trail, get you by, get you back to the house.
Oh yeah. All right, Mike tacked us all in. Didn't tack anything from the middle, but we did tack the side. He welded a little bit right there. On the stuff that's overhanging, I'm gonna take that flat disc. Just go to town, grind that down and make it flat with the edge of the fender. We'll scuff all this up to bare metal so we can actually weld it. But I think it's gonna turn out good. It's gonna look a lot better. All this Bondo is gonna get taken off, so it's not gonna matter what it's looking like now. I bought some paint stripper. I see a lot of people using this on their paint. It's like a gel, paint stripper gel. It's a lot cheaper than the spray cans of aircraft remover. So I'm hoping this is gonna do good. I'm gonna wash the bed off, and then we're just gonna dump this whole thing on the bed, paint all the surfaces, and hopefully this removes the paint. It says it removes like 6 layers of, up to 6 layers of paint or something like that. To 5 layers of latex paint. Well, this ain't latex paint, I don't think. So I know a lot of you guys have been asking what kind of bed liner I'm gonna be using. We're not gonna be installing this in this video, only because it is Sunday and Mike has the air compressor that we need to use and he has work all week. So we're gonna be doing this later on, probably in next week's videos. We're gonna get this thing knocked out, but I wanna show you guys what I have. Raptor Liner sent out 2 of these cases with 4 things of bed liner in each. So this bed liner is actually one of the best do-it-yourself ones that you can get on the market. They sent me a nice gun to use to spray it. It's not going to be like those Rust-Oleum bed liners. Those things are dog. You know what? It does not hold up. I think this might actually be like the Rust-Oleum bed liner. This thing blows that Rust-Oleum bed liner out of the water. Raptor Liner. They sent some adhesion promoter and some self-etch primer. I got enough bed liner to do. I'm probably just going to do 2 coats, maybe 3 coats. And then there's a drop coat that you need to do. You go ahead and stand 3 or 4 feet away and then just spray it, and it gets the whole texture all even, so it's not all splotchy and it looks bad. So yeah, I'm super happy about this. Can't wait to get it on the truck in the next couple videos. Like I said, Mike just can't do it this week because of work, but yeah, I'm super excited about this. It's gonna pull this whole bed all together. It's gonna make these welds look good because it's gonna cover up all of them. I'll leave a link down below if you guys want to go check it out. I believe you can get this at any auto parts store. I think they have this kit right here. Not sure if it comes with a gun, so you have to make sure that you get the gun with it. But yeah, this is the real deal, and can't wait to get this on the truck. So we got half the traction bars on. We got the part that connects to the axle. I'm gonna have to cut the brackets off of the other truck, and then I don't trust a flux core welder welding that onto the frame. I could, if I wanted to, I could just drill a hole through it, drill a hole through the frame and bolt it in, but I might as well just weld it if it was already welded before. So we'll cut those off. We'll just have to wait to weld them on until I get a better welder, or when this truck's drivable. I actually can't even drive it with them on like that. But we'll figure something out with the welding for the other brackets. Man, dude, that's just from touching the traction bars. That's how dirty they were. So I've been going at this Bondo for the last 15 minutes trying to get all of it off. Man, this thing is crazy. The whole bed is covered in white. Man, dude, this is what you guys don't think that takes a long time. If you guys have a better way to get Bondo off, old Bondo, let me know in the comments below. I'm just using the wired cone to get it all off, but this takes a good bit of time. I'm completely covered head to toe in old Bondo dust, but we got a lot of the bed done when Mike was here. We got pretty much almost everything all welded up. There's a couple more spots on this side. Just have to weld that wheel well in, and the bed is completely done with welding. That should be it. Now, like I said, I'm not going to be able to do the bed liner in this video because Mike has work. He has an air compressor. Not sure if it's supposed to rain, so I don't want to strip this bed down to bare metal and then just have it all rusty if it rains. I'll show you guys the traction bars because you guys didn't really see them, but those are on. I just have to swap over the plates from this truck over to this truck, so the axle doesn't fall out underneath that truck when they try to move it. But yeah, we still have to cut off the brackets right there. Just cut the 2 welds on both sides. We'll clean them up and then throw them on the new truck. Or new truck to the channel, newest truck to the channel. And also, while Mike was here, he wired in the wiring for the brake light. So whenever you press the brake pedal, the switch right here illuminates the brake lights even brighter than what they are when they're on. The brake lights and the reverse lights all work. They work how they're supposed to be working. I did go ahead and trim the back of this, so now it sits flush. It's looking good. I'm super excited. This bed is almost done. But what we have to do is, I've been waiting for a while now. I just keep forgetting to do this, and I just thought about it as I was grinding down that Bondo. But what we have to do is attach these EGT probes. And where is my tap? Oh, here it is. And I've had this tap since, it's been a couple weeks. It's been like 3 weeks since I've had this drill bit and tap. You need 8-27 NPT for your EGT, and that goes for the Quadzilla and the glow shift. So we'll be able to hook these up finally and get some EGT temperatures, exhaust gas temperatures. I may end up just tapping both of them in right here because I probably won't be able to get a drill in right there. So we'll just go ahead and tap both of them, one on this side, one on this side, and then we'll be able to hook up the EGT gauges. Here's the glow shift one. It's really not a good quality EGT probe, but it works for what it is. You can see how small, and this thing bends real easy. The thing is huge compared to that glow shift one. So let's go start drilling and attach these EGT probes. I went and tapped these holes perfect, dude. Man, look at this. Just goes right in. Perfect tap. Good now. Oh yeah, baby. All right, so the EGT gauge right in there. It's not, someone is driving in a 4th gen up to my house. Let's see what this guy wants. All right, we are back. That guy just wanted to know if I was selling this truck. A whole bunch of people asked me if I'm selling this truck or want to sell parts off of it, but the twins are gonna buy it, so I keep having to tell people no. For some reason, the EGT gauge on the glow shift is a little wiggly. It's not seated properly. I have to mess with that and see what the hell is wrong with that thing. So we're reading about 250 degrees. That's reading about 120 degrees. So I would think that this is more accurate with 250 degrees, 256. Rev it up a little bit. $280. So I got some custom tunes I'm gonna show you guys a little bit later. We got a daily tune, eco tune, Smokey and the Bandit, Sicko, race, and tow tune. Those are gonna be sick. But we can throw that high idle on. It's gonna turn on in about 15 seconds. So there's a high idle right there, just kicked on. Right around 1300 RPM. Or 1200 RPM. So I do have the turbo timer set on here. You can set it on EGT based or time based, and then you can go ahead and set what kind of EGT you want it to stop at. We'll just set this to 265. So here's what I'm talking about, this EGT probe being loose. I think I just have to loosen that up and then either pull this or push it down and then retighten it for that thing to fit good. But the Quadzilla one's working perfectly. Have to tighten this stuff up. And one thing about the fan situation, I still don't have a fan because I was talking to Flexolite trying to get some fans, and with COVID last year, they shut down production of the fans for these trucks, and they still aren't making them. So the marketing guy told me, hey, they're still not making them. I was messaging them back since November to get fans, and they're still not making fans. So unfortunately, we're not gonna be able to get Flexolite fans. So if you guys have a clutch and some fan blades you guys wanna send me, let me know on Instagram at Dippin Diesel, and I'll buy them from you and pay for shipping, because I don't really wanna go to Advanced Auto Parts or O'Reilly's and spend $160 on a clutch and another $160 on some fan blades. There's no point in spending $320 just for some cooling on this truck. My other thought was to get just some regular electric fans, build a bracket that probably just comes off of these right here and then connects down at the bottom, and then just put 2 electric fans and put them on a switch so I can turn them on and turn them off when I want to, or just run a little computer that runs off a coolant temp or something, I don't know. But it's either getting a clutch, getting some fan blades, or just building a bracket, putting some electric fans in here myself. The electric fans would be a cheaper option than just buying the clutch and the fan blades, so that's why it was an option for me to do that. But unfortunately, guys, this is going to be the end of the video. I have to get this video up for you guys. It's been about a week since I posted, but the next time I do work on this truck and show you guys work on this truck, we will be getting the bed liner on. So guys, definitely stay tuned for that. It'll probably be next week because Mike has work all week, and we're actually going to a concert on Friday, and we got a crab boil on freaking Saturday. So not sure when this is going to get done, but it will get done. I'm going to go ahead and edit this video and then come back out here and just finish welding this whole thing up so it's ready to go. And then I'm going to wash the bed, paint strip it, get all this old paint off, get all this dang Bondo off of here, and then we can go ahead and bed liner it. I'm super excited. Raptor Liner sent out a bunch of bed liner, so we'll be able to cover this thing and have no problem with this thing being protected and bed linered, and it's gonna come out absolutely amazing. I can't wait. But thank you guys for watching. Stay tuned for more videos. Go check out dippindiesel.com for your new Soot Empire merch. I love that design. It's just like this Diesel Life design, but it's Soot Empire. But thank you for all the support on the last merch drop. Hopefully this time it'll be just as big and we can get rolling with some more upgrades for this truck. But thank you, and we'll see you in the next one. Dippin Diesel out.